Being rich is great, and being royal is even better. But being both seems like something out of a fairy tale. The lavish lifestyle of some of these royals leaves us awe-inspired. In this video, we'll take a look at the 10 richest royal families around the world. The royal family of Liechtenstein. $7.2 billion. If you're not from Austria or Switzerland, you'll have a hard time finding this country on the map. This small nation is located on a tiny sliver of land, measuring 5 miles wide and 16 miles long across the Rhine River in the Alps. The state is cozying up to Switzerland and Austria amidst the steep alpine peaks. The Liechtenstein family is among the richest not only in Europe but also in the world. The country is one of the most powerful in the world. Liechtenstein has 165.028 GDP, the second highest in the world, surpassed only by Monaco, and it has virtually no national debt. I know, I'm shocked. It's known for being one of the world's financial centers and for its tax haven status. It stands to reason that their royal family amassed all their wealth through a bank they privately own known as LGT Group Bank, as well as numerous other investments such as real estate. Compared to others in this video, $7 billion might not sound like a lot of money, but you must remember that royalty comes with perks that are inaccessible to most wealthy non-royals. For example, the country's monarch, Prince Adam John Adam II, who is the richest man in the country, also doesn't have to pay tax on any of the billions he makes. In fact, none of the family members are required to pay taxes on the income they make, and they also have a diverse portfolio of high-value investments and properties ranging from real estate to world-class collections of masterpieces by Raphael, Rembrandt, and Van Dyck. Number 9. Dubai Royal Family, $19 billion. Dubai is the most populated city in the United Arab Emirates, and the Maktoum family has ruled the Emirate of Dubai for about 200 years now. They turned a piece of desert wasteland into a tourist destination for the wealthy. During this transformation, the family accumulated vast wealth worth nearly $19 billion. The richest of them by far is the head of the dynasty and ruler of Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. While his business flair quadrupled his wealth over the years, the sheikh knows how to have fun as well when it comes to his son. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum has a vast collection of golden cars, some of which are unique models. This is not the most extravagant vehicle in Hamdan's garage. He has a fleet of ultra-luxurious tanks. Apparently, they actually built such machines for the rich oil magnates to enjoy joyrides in the desert. Number 8. The Royal Family of Morocco, $20 billion. Established as far back as the 6th century BC, it's safe to say that Morocco is one of the oldest dynasties in the world, and it also happens to be the only African royal family that made the list. This family is led by King Mohammed VI, who became king in 1999. The Alawite dynasty is the 8th richest royal family of the planet, and their wealth is derived from billions of dollars in investments. With a combined worth of $20 billion as of 2022, isn't that just jaw-dropping? The king receives a yearly salary of nearly $500,000 on top of all his investments and business ventures. Not bad for attending ceremonies and waving to the crowd, but this generous compensation only covers half a month of the family's palace maintenance cost. Number 7. The Royal Family of Brunei, $30 billion. The Sultan of Brunei, Sultan Hassan al Bolkiah, is in charge of the country, which has a monarchical form of government. The Sultan lives in the world's largest residential palace, which is called Istana Nur Al Iman, which spans over 200,000 square meters and is famous for its golden interiors. Unsurprisingly, all of this wealth is derived from Brunei's enormous and robust oil reserves. They also own one of the world's most expensive jets, a $400 million custom-designed Boeing 747-300 private jet that he decorated with another $120 million worth of gold and served as the Sultan's official mode of transportation, along with 600 Rolls-Royces and 300 Ferraris. Stunning, right? Number 6. The Royal Family of Thailand, $60 billion. This family has been occupying the royal stool since 1782, with the current king, Maha Vajiralongkorn, ascending the throne in 2016 sequel to his father, King Bhumibol Adulyadej, right after his death. The family is worth a staggering $60 billion, and this wealth has been supervised by the nation's Crown Property Bureau for over 80 years. However, it has not stopped the family's extravagant spending, especially the king's. Ever since King Rama got on the throne, the royal family has lost much of its property and admiration in Thailand, and it's particularly because of how the king has chosen to spend his For example, his coronation cost the government $31 million because it required around 1,300 people and elephants to be paraded near Thailand's Grand Palace for 6.5 hours. The king's heinous behavior has pushed the country to seek democratic change. Bhumibol, for example, went to great lengths to say his final goodbye to his dog. The pet funeral lasted 4 days and cost several $million. The king also spends a fortune on himself and cares little for the governance of the country. Number 5. The British Royal Family, $88 billion. You might be shocked to see the British Royal Family at number 5 on this list, but don't be. They might not be the richest, but they are definitely one of, if not the most influential. So first things first, the royal family of the British are not lavish with their wealth. The royal family has combined wealth of over $88 billion, the majority of which is in real estate in Great Britain. The family's portfolio has around $10 billion worth of properties, among which are prized palaces like Windsor Manor and Buckingham Palace. Normally, when it comes to royal families, the richest members are the king or queen. With Windsor, the case is a bit different. The richest among them will never even climb to the throne. Number 4. The Royal Family of Abu Dhabi, $150 billion. His Majesty Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan is in charge of the Abu Dhabi royal family. The family is worth around $150 billion, and as you might have guessed, the primary source of income is the oil trade. The family also owns several 7-star hotels, as well as the tallest building in the world. The Guardian newspaper said in October that Sheikh Khalifa is also one of London's wealthiest landlords. He has a large real estate portfolio with $7.1 billion. That brings in $205.9 million in rent every year. Unlike the British royal family, the Abu Dhabi families are not shy about their net worth, and they are not bothered about flaunting their wealth. Most of the members of the royal family own yachts, and the Sheikh's yacht, Azam, is the largest of them all. No, not the largest of the bunch, but the largest in the world. Number 3. Qatar's Al Thani House, $335 billion. Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, the current youngest monarch in the world at age 42, was enthroned in 2013, yet he leads the world's third most affluent royal family with an estimated net worth of around $335 billion. Of course, the main source of income is the export of fossil fuels. Still, the family has a vast portfolio of properties in the UK and even has shares in the Empire State Building in New York. Thani has invested heavily in prime industries and is a major shareholder in car manufacturers like Volkswagen, as well as other luxury companies like Barclays and Tiffany & Co. The Qatar ruler certainly knows how to live largely. The family resides in the Royal Palace in Doha, worth more than $1 billion. The palace contains several ceremonial and residential courts. However, the Qatar family owns more properties in the United Kingdom than the British royal family. The Thani family has spent billions on luxury and class with an extensive collection of cars, planes, and other luxurious items. Number 2. The Al Sabah royal family of Kuwait, $360 billion. Headed by Sheikh Sabah IV Ahmad Al Jaber Al Sabah, the current Emir of Kuwait, the Al Sabah dynasty has been ruling Kuwait since 1752. The family made its huge fortune that is worth $360 billion by buying gigantic stakes in about every major blue-chip company worldwide, especially in the United States. They have been strategically purchasing ever since the 1980s, and today they are paying vast dividends. The family is famous for its lavish lifestyle, which includes exotic animals and other luxuries not many can afford. The family has turned its back on culture, though they finance 775 million cultural centers, which by itself is a piece of architectural genius. Inside are opera house theaters, libraries, and conference halls. That's how you manage to preserve your culture while enjoying all the Western luxuries you can get your hands on. And at number 1, the royal family of Saudi Arabia, $1.4 trillion. Number 1, we have the wealthiest of the Arab royal families, the richest royal family in the world, and for these guys, if you ain't talking gold, then you're not talking about the royals. This title is held by the Saud family of Saudi Arabia. They have ruled over the oil-rich Saudi Arabia since 1744, which in just some of the years before the Kuwaiti family took control of their country. However, the House of Saud is leagues ahead in terms of wealth, with a net worth estimated at $1.4 trillion. King Salman Al Saud is the richest family member, and his personal net worth alone is estimated at $18 billion, which is more than twice the net worth of the Liechtenstein royal family. Unsurprisingly, this extreme wealth is lavishly distributed among the wealthy. Members of the family in particular have a knack for gold-plating every luxury item they acquire. They also have a taste for extremely expensive super yachts. The crown prince of the royal family, Mohammed bin Salman Al Saud, reportedly bought a $400 million mega yacht named Serene from a Russian oligarch. The 439-foot-long vessel has 2 helipads, a submarine, and a nightclub. There was also talk that the prince hung his $450 million Leonardo da Vinci's 500-year-old painting in his house. What would a Muslim man want with an image of Jesus Christ? My guess is that they try to divert their income from something other than oil exports. It's a brilliant move on their part, which shows that their fortune is not simply because of the vast riches of the country they rule, but because of their sharp business minds and smart investments. Which of the world's wealthiest royal families surpassed you the most? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel.